Hey guys, sorry, I know I was supposed to upload a video of the truck and everything else the other day, but we just had some things come up that I wasn't able to. Kenworth, get down. So, this week, or today, what we're going to do is upload, I want to just tell you guys a little bit about my first week with Carrier 1. Sorry, he wants to say hi. Say hi. That's what you want to do, say hi. So, yeah, puppy on the truck. Had this thing for a week, and my truck is already destroyed. So, first week with Carrier 1, I think, has been extremely different than what it would have been with anybody else. And here's the reason. Because I just ended up having a lot of issues this last week. Basically, if it could go wrong, it has gone wrong. Dropped off the load on Monday. That went fine. Went back home. Got fuel. Almost ran out of fuel, but got fuel. Got home. Was home Monday. Did Little Mrs. Baptism. Called dispatch on Tuesday. Asked them what they wanted to do. They said they found me a load. Picked up in Minnesota. Supposed to be a 2-stop load. Dropping off in Chicago. Then dropping off in Massachusetts. Okay, fine, dandy, no problem. Load was going to pay $3,600 on like 1,300 miles. It was as close to $3 a mile as you could get without touching it. Fairbolt's 2 hours from where I live, so I get up there. 5 minutes before I pull into the place, night ops calls me, and they're like, "Hey, so we have an issue. That load that's supposed to go out to Illinois and Massachusetts." I said, "Yeah." They said, "We just lost the Massachusetts portion of that load." I said, "Okay." They said, "So now you're going to go 300 miles for less than $900. Well, that's just a beautiful fucking way to start off my week. Load's supposed to deliver on Wednesday. Today's Tuesday. Load's supposed to deliver on Wednesday. Okay, fine. Well, I get there. Appointment is strict 7 o'clock. You get there at 6:58, they're not going to do anything with you. You get there at 7:01, they're not going to do anything with you. So I check in at 7 o'clock. I'm on time. They say I'm on time. Everything's perfect. Everything's golden. I do not get loaded until 2:30 in the morning. I have killed my 14. So I run it as far as I can. Shut it down. Take an 8-hour sleeper. I think it's like 5 o'clock in the morning when I shut it down. 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning when I shut it down. Take an 8-hour sleeper. Load was supposed to be delivered by 2. I'm still 5 hours out. Obviously, the load doesn't get delivered on Wednesday. Deliver load on Thursday. Right away Thursday morning. Okay, fine. We can still salvage this week. Alan's already got me a really good load picking up there in Chicago, going up to Michigan. It was a $4 a mile load. I'm getting ready to go over to a truck stop because I slept at the carrier at the receiver that night. I'm getting ready to head over to a truck stop, and all of a sudden I get 2 check engine lights on, and I get a bunch of alarms going off on the dash if I go over 5 miles an hour. So I'm like, fuck, great, this is not a good thing. What is going on here? So I get down to the truck stop, to a Love's. I just want to know what the check engine lights are. If they can figure out what the check engine lights are, maybe get it fixed. Maybe it's just a fault in the computer system. They can clear up the code. Blah, 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 blah. Everything will be good. So, I get down to the Love's. Have them hook it up. And go figure it's an after-treatment system issue. Anybody who drives trucks knows Love's doesn't touch after-treatment systems. So, I call dispatch. Dispatch puts me in contact with who I needed to talk to. So, I talk to them. He tells me to go do this. I call that place. They tell me I'm not going to get in for at least 2 weeks. He works some kind of magic. He says, okay, go there. They'll get you figured out and they'll get you done today. So I get there. I got pushed straight to the front of the line. I don't know how it happened. I'm not going to ask how it happened. I'm not going to complain. I'm just happy it happened. So they hook it up. They tell me, okay, it needs a forced regen. Somehow or another, it had tried to do a couple of regens that were interrupted throughout time. So, okay, fine. No big deal. They do the forced regen on it. Well, now I've obviously lost the Michigan load. Because I've been dicking around all day. So, go to another truck stop. Email dispatch in the morning. Ask them, okay, what are we doing? He says, well, I got this really, really good load for you going out to Massachusetts. Paying $3 a mile. Okay. I'm thinking to myself, great. What is going to go wrong here? I get to the place. I get to the shipper. And I am now sitting for 6 hours waiting for the shipper to get authorization from the customer to ship the load. They don't get it. They don't get it. It's 5 minutes to 5 o'clock. Dispatch is getting ready to go home and everything. I call him one last time. He says, we're taking this load off of you. We've got another load that picks up there that is completely ready. We've already called on it. We've already contacted everybody on it. Everybody knows that this thing's ready. We're going to give you that one. It's going to Massachusetts. Pays the exact same posted rate, but instead of it being a 2-stop load, it's a 1-stop load, and it's less miles. So, everything will work out perfectly for you. So, I finally get loaded with that, and now I am finally on the road. I am sitting up on the 80-90 turnpike at one of the truck-only parking areas. Getting ready to wait for my clock to tick over so I can start a pre-trip. Should probably take little man out for a walk. I cannot believe he's already destroyed my truck. I don't let boots in my sleeper, and my sleeper looks like a fucking dance hall floor. It's bad. So, anybody who ever decides to put a puppy on the truck, I'm just going to warn you now. Have fun. It's not easy. But, so that was my first week with Carrier One. I don't blame Carrier One. I don't think any of this was Carrier One's fault. This is all truck-related issues and shipper-receiver-related issues. So, Carrier One is still trying to do the best by me that they can. Every time something gets thrown at us, they figure out how to... they do their best to fix it, if they can. So, like I said, I'm not blaming Carrier One for anything that's going on right at the moment. With the screwed up week I'm having and everything else, I was scared because yesterday, if I didn't get that load going out to Massachusetts, I was going to be $800 in the hole. Well, we're now making money. We're not making as much money as we could have, but we are making money now. So, that was my fear. We're now able to continue to survive and continue to live on more than what our average paychecks have been. So far, everything's going very well. I want to say I would recommend Carrier One, but the last time I recommended a company to a very good friend of mine, he's now still stuck at that company. I left the company, and he's getting fucked around left and right. So, I'm not going to say I recommend this place, but I'm going to say so far this place is the least horrible I've been at for a first week. So take that with as much salt as you want, but so far it's not bad. They're trying to help me. They're trying to do the best by me that they can. I've also got a really good dispatcher, though. I've got one of the best in the fleet. I keep getting lucky with that somehow, and I'm glad I do. So, but yeah, so that's what's going on right at the moment. If I can get this truck cleaned up tonight, and that's going to be a big if, but if I can get this truck cleaned up tonight and get everything done tonight, I will do an inside tour of the truck, and it doesn't look too, yeah, actually it is kind of bad on the outside. I'll show you guys the outside of the truck also. Just realize that I live in a very snowy area and I'm around a lot of salt, so just realize that when you see the truck. If I don't take it to a streak and beacon first. But yeah, so I rambled on for 11 minutes now, so you guys have a good day. God bless you.